Right, guys, it is
Oh
Kieran
god.
from Red Devil Weekly back again with another video on the channel and another stream for you guys if you are watching. Thank you very much. Today, I'm with three fantastic guests. I'm here today with Man United Max. Say hello, buddy.
Hi guys. Back on the stream
Um,
again.
yeah, thank you very much for joining. I'm here with United lads who have just reached 100 subscribers on the YouTube channel.
Hello.
So Matthew and Luke Jones, thank you very much for joining us. And I'm also here with Zach from Zach's Footy World. Say hello, buddy.
Yo, how's it doing? How's everybody doing?
Good, thanks.
Yeah,
good, thanks.
Right, we've already got people joining the chat. Thank you very much for joining. Today, we're just doing a bit of a Super Cup preview. Obviously, tomorrow is Manchester United's, a game which Manchester United can win a bit of silverware, playing Real Madrid, who haven't really been friends of ours in this season, especially in the transfer window. So hopefully we do beat them tomorrow. But we're going to start off with the news that maybe Gareth Bale may be coming to Manchester United. Now, Jose Mourinho, in a recent press conference, came out and said that if Gareth Bale doesn't get a very good run out tomorrow, then he might be going in for Gareth Bale and be, quote, waiting on the other side. But if he does play, then he probably won't be going in for him. Now, I'm going to start with you, Max. What do you make of these comments that Jose Mourinho has made?
I think it'd be great if we do sign Gareth Bale. But obviously, I think Real Madrid might play him just to tease us a bit. Obviously, we've got the money to sign him. So, yeah, if we do, it'd be a great signing. And I think Man United could really do with a player like him.
I think he does have quite a lot of quality. It's undoubtedly, he's one of the best wingers in world football. But obviously, there are a few problems with him. And what do you think about? I'm going to go to you guys, United lads. Would you like Gareth Bale the club, and do you think these rumours have any sort of plausibility, if you like?
Yeah, well, I think there's a fair bit of it's coming from Jose Mourinho's mouth, so I say it's a fair bit of reliability to it. But like Jose Mourinho saying, I only want Gareth Bale to come to the club if he wants to, and if he doesn't, then let's move on and concentrate on other things.
Yeah, I just want to agree with what Max said. Definitely, if he plays tomorrow, the chances of him coming is probably, there's probably a possibility.
If he doesn't play, then there's a chance he'll come.
Yeah,
but if he does, what Jose Mourinho is saying is, if he does play, that's the end of it.
I still feel like, another season might be more realistic. Maybe next season we might buy him.
I can't see it happening, but I mean, it looks more likely than it did, let's say, a week ago.
Yeah, I would definitely agree with that. Obviously, with all the comments that Jose Mourinho said, and a week ago, yeah, as I said, it looked like it was just sort of paper talk and them trying to get clicks on their website. So now with Jose Mourinho making these sorts of comments, it does look a bit more likely. I'm going to go to you, Zach, on this. What do you think about these stories?
Well, I just think it's mind games with Jose Mourinho. He's just he's trying to get Zidane to either play his cards, show if he's wanting to sell Bale or not wanting to sell Bale. I think it's a very good mind game from Jose Mourinho, just trying to find out where Zidane stands on this whole transfer situation, and if there is a chance of getting Bale, because I think the majority of Man United fans would like to see Gareth Bale join, and he would definitely improve the squad. So yeah, it's very exciting, but I would be worried about his defensive input if he's going to go on the left side for a 5-3-2.
Yeah, of course. I mean, he's not. He sort of did start as a defender at Southampton, but recently he's up front. So yeah, maybe his defensive capabilities aren't as good. But as you said, it's sort of exciting. I mean, we haven't had many. Recently many transfer stories or anything like that, which you might say is a good thing. But obviously, yeah, I mean that's a good point. You made a lot of good points there. But we are going to move on now. We're going to move on to the game at hand, and we're going to move on to what might happen in the game now. I understand, you guys will have a lot of opinions on the games. I've seen your previews on your own channels, very good. And also, if you are watching right now, all the channels that are featured in this stream are going to be in the description. So please do subscribe to them and give them a lot of love. But we're going to start off with your lineups for the game. Now, I understand. I'm going to start with you, Zach, because I understand you have a good lineup for the game. So, what do you think? Yeah, what lineup do you think is going to be starting in that Super Cup game?
Well, I would like to see a 5-3-2 formation, but I think maybe a 4-3-3 in my opinion. It's just Mourinho's way he likes to play, and I just think it's going to be a little bit boring like that. But at the same time, I think this is his formation, not like what I'd like to see, but this is kind of what I think Jose Mourinho's going to do. I've gone with De Gea in goal, Valencia at right back, Pauline, Lindelof, Darmian, because Eric Bailey's. And then go with Matic and Herrera, Rashford, Lingard, Lukaku, and the centre there.
All right, sounds like a decent lineup to me. Sounds like a lineup which could be very, very plausible. So, I'm going to go back to United lads, boys.
All right. I think we're going to play a 4-4-2 against Real Madrid.
Wait, no, you said a 4.
I feel like we're going to put De Gea in goal, Valencia, Smalling, Lindelof, Darmian, and then I've gone for Matic instead of Carrick. Pogba, Herrera, Mkhitaryan, Martial, and Lukaku.
That's a 4-3-3.
Oh, and a 4-3-3 formation. Okay, okay. Right, if you are still there, Max, I think you are still there. Do you have a formation which you want to share with us?
Yeah, I'm not too sure why my camera's gone off, but yeah, basically I think we'll either go with the same formation we played last against Sampdoria, or I think we'll go with the 4-3-3, like the United lads said. I think we'll go with Valencia at right back. Obviously, Eric Bailly not in the team. I think we'll go Blind and Lindelof in the centre-back positions. On the left back, I think Darmian again with De Gea in net. We could have a defensive 4-3-3, so Matic at centre defensive mid, Herrera on the right-hand side of the centre mid, and Pogba on the left. On the left wing, Tony Martial. Striker with Lukaku, and probably right wing with Mkhitaryan.
Right, fair enough. Fair enough. So some great lineups there. I'm going to share with you what my lineup is going to be. So, I mean, I'm going to probably go with I'm thinking about 4-3-3, but I'm going to go with a 4-2-3-1 formation which Jose Mourinho played a few times last season, probably the main formation. I'm going to go with De Gea in goal. I'm going to go with Valencia right back, Bailly and Smalling in the centre backs, with Darmian at left back. And I'm going to go with Matic and Herrera in the midfield roles. And then we'll have Martial on the left-hand side. Pogba as a cam. Hopefully he gets pushed up there. And on the right, Mkhitaryan. Up front on his own, Romelu Lukaku. So that's going to be my lineup. But anyway, I'm just going to read a few of the comments, if that's all right, guys. Let's see what you guys have had to say. I have to scroll up a bit. So Alexander has said and wants us to have a debate about Edwin van der Sar or David De Gea. Unfortunately, it's I mean it's a good debate to have for another video. So or another stream. But I mean, any questions or anything like that you have about the Super Cup would be absolutely fantastic.
I've just asked them if they want to play a 3-5-2 or 4-3-3. So they're putting it in right now.
All right. Oh yeah, I see you have. And Alexander has replied saying a 3-5-2. Seems like the three at the back formation is getting quite popular. It seems like Chelsea were the masters of it last season. So I think it is getting a bit more popular, and I do think Jose Mourinho is going to deploy that formation throughout the season. A few of you joining us, Asane has joined us. Thank you very much. And Ray and Abbas has joined us. Welcome. And Brother Gaming also says 3-5-2. So thank you very much for that. Eduardo Afe says, I'm not a Man United fan, but he says 4-3-3. Very intriguing. And Matthew says 3-5-2, Rashford and Lukaku duo up top. Now, that would be very, very tasty. The pace and power in that would be absolutely fantastic. And just the last comment before we get on to the next thing. A Sane Gamer says 3-5-2 as well. So 3-5-2 being the formation that you guys seem to want to see. But keep getting your comments and chat in that, and we'll ask you questions throughout the stream and things like that. But today, another talking point is the scoreline. Now, I'm going to ask you what you think is a score, and I'm going to ask you who you think is going to score the goals. I know it's going to be very hard to, predict who's going to score the goals, but I want you guys. I'm going to start off with Zach this time. Who do you think is going? What do you think is going to be the score, and who do you think is going to be on the score sheet?
All right, okay. So for me, it's going to be quite a low-scoring game. I think it's going to be tight. I think people are going to be playing for competitively, and I think it's just going to be a tight game. So I think 2-1 for me. I think a Lukaku and a Rashford with Ronaldo scoring for them, because he just always scores against us. Pulls up in the big game. Wants to show what he can do when he gets back, and also I think it's just going to be a tight game because no one wants to lose. And I think, it'll be a very, very good game to just start off like actual season off.
Yeah, very, very true. And obviously, with the Ronaldo point, it's another point we could talk about. With all the hype about Ronaldo not being in it, suddenly he is included in the squad for tomorrow's game. I'm going to go to Max next. What do you think the scoreline is going to be, and who do you think are going to score the goals?
Well, obviously, Man City showed they could get a bigger scoreline in pre-season. So if we're really up for the game, I think we could win 3-1. I think Lukaku could get 2 and Mkhitaryan could get 1. And then for Real Madrid, I think it'd be a good goal, but just not good enough. So I'm going to say, like Zach, Ronaldo.
Yeah, it's a very popular choice. I mean, one of the best players in the world. It's going to be a popular choice at the end of the day. United lads, finally, I'm going to come to you guys. What do you think the score is going to be?
I think I have to agree with Zach, actually. I think it's going to be a 2-1. I think it's going to be a close game. I think Lukaku's going to get a goal. And then I think Rashford's going to come on off the bench and score.
All right, I'll go with a 2-1 as well. I'm going to say Lukaku's going to score first. Then Ronaldo will score. And then Rashford coming off the bench, score a halfway line stunner.
It's very, very good predictions. It seems a very similar theme of a 2-1 victory to Manchester United. You know what? I'm going to go with 3-1. Because I reckon it's going to be a very close encounter the first 20 minutes. Both teams probably will be a bit, on edge a bit, and, want to just feel into the game. And obviously it's going to be quite hot. So, they'll try and feel into the game, but it'll open up later in the game, and I do think it'll be 3-1. I'm going to go with a Lukaku brace, 1 for Mkhitaryan, because he's been scoring loads in pre-season, and as you guys said, Cristiano Ronaldo to get on the score sheet. But there are these guys' predictions. I'm going to get in to some of the comments and some of their predictions and just read some of them out. So Matt Wilson here says 3-1 to Real Madrid. Oh, fair enough, fair enough. Brotherhood Gaming says 1-1. Lukaku to miss and become a meme till the start of the season. He did miss a penalty in the last Super Cup he played in. Eduardo Athe says 3-2 Madrid. Oh, a few guys in the comments saying Madrid are going to win the Super Cup. Oh, you never know. Asane Gamer says 2-1. I think that's to Manchester United. I mean, hopefully it is. And Rayan Abbas says, I want United to win, but I guess Madrid will win 2-0 or 2-1. Modric always play well against us. Yeah, he does. He's a very, very good. He's a very, very good player, and obviously very silky player as well. So, thank you very much for getting your predictions in, guys. And as United lads and Max are saying in the chat, please do hit that like button on the stream, and also please do subscribe to the channel. We're nearing 130 subscribers, which is absolutely crazy. I can't believe I'm saying that. Almost a week ago I had about 100 subscribers, maybe even less. So to say I'm nearing 130 subscribers is absolutely fantastic. And also, please guys, go subscribe if you are not already to everyone in the stream. All links will be down below in the description. Another point we could talk about is obviously that Ronaldo is playing. And there has been a few rumours this transfer window that he may be coming back to Manchester United. So, obviously, I'm going to start with... I don't think I've started with United, lads, so I'm going to start with them. What impact do you think Cristiano Ronaldo coming back into that Real Madrid squad will have on their players? Bearing in mind that he has not played that many preseason games with Real Madrid.
Oh, it's massive. Even if he doesn't start, I think his morale and the way him in the dressing room. I think that'll boost him a little bit.
Yeah.
Even if he doesn't play, it's still a.
I definitely think he'll bang in a goal. If there's one player I think for Real Madrid that's going to score a goal, like everyone else is pretty much saying, I think it's going to be Ronaldo.
Yeah, he'll want to make a statement. Coming back after a lengthy break to try and score against United.
Yeah, but I was just reading the chat there. Sorry. Obviously, if you want to ask questions, we are doing a bit of. I'm going to be talking to the guests because the guests are the priority. So I will be getting to you guys as well in a second. So keep your questions coming in. But yes, very, very good points from you guys. Lads, I do think they'll be wanting to make a statement as he comes back in to the dressing room. He's a big character as well. I'm going to come to you, Max, on this. Obviously, Ronaldo coming back in. What are your thoughts? Do you think he'll make a big impact with Real Madrid, bearing in mind he hasn't played, that much in pre-season?
Yeah, I do think Ronaldo will make a big impact. Even though he hasn't been in pre-season, I think not only he'll want to show Man United he's still got what he had when he was here. I think he wants to show Real Madrid he's ready for the season ahead, which will be good for him and good for Real Madrid. But also Man United, if they had any chance of signing him, they'll still want to see that he's got it in the bag.
Yeah, very, very true. I think I'd agree with that as well. Some very, very good points being made tonight, guys. Very, very good points. So I'm going to finally come to you, Zach, on this. Obviously, Ronaldo coming back into the side. I mean, what are your thoughts?
Well, obviously, I think it's going to boost the morale of Real Madrid. Players, like people who want to impress Ronaldo, are going to play harder, pass the tackles, and just be better in general. But I do think he's going to show us up a bit, considering Bailly's not playing. We've got Smalling or Blint playing. I just don't think they'll be able to cope with Ronaldo. I think Bailly will be able to cope with Ronaldo, obviously. I don't think any real defender in Manchester United is up to the level of coping with Ronaldo, but I think Bailly will do a decent job. I think if he's getting used to Man United, he's going to be getting cooler and more composed. He will be able to start to keep up with Ronaldo. But I do not think Smalling and Blint are up to the quality of Ronaldo, and that will probably lead to the goal to Ronaldo scoring, in my opinion.
Yeah, obviously with Smalling, he is a bit of a defensive frailty in there. Obviously, hasn't had the best pre-season to say the least, but hopefully he does come back into the team and plays a very solid game. Obviously with Lindelof as well, some fans getting on his back straight away. I don't necessarily agree with that. He does need time to bed in to the squad and things like that. And definitely, obviously, I think. Well, that's why I'm thinking. I think we're all thinking the same thing. We will concede a goal tomorrow. I hope we don't, but I think we're all thinking we are going to concede a goal because,
definitely.
obviously, our defense is not going to be as strong as it will be at the start of the Premier League season. But yeah, guys, great comments as always from all of you guys, and I mean, thank you everyone for the viewers as well. We've had 13 viewers at one point. We're on about 11 or 12 viewers. This is absolutely fantastic. Yeah. So thank you everyone for the support on the stream.
Ronaldo's just in another world.
Exactly, he is. It's unbelievable with Ronaldo, to be honest. I think the way he keeps himself, the way he keeps himself fit and healthy at that sort of age, and he can perform on the big stage as well. Any stage, he just lights it up, and he's one of a kind player. Really, I don't think we'll be seeing many players like him in our lifetime. And really, if you think about it, Sir Alex Ferguson was the one who properly discovered him. So the world has Sir Alex Ferguson to thank for Cristiano Ronaldo. If you think about that, so
that's why he's the best.
Exactly. I totally agree.
Do you lads think he'll start, or do you think he'll come off the bench?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, I think maybe bench.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Yeah.
It's the European Community Shield.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd probably say that as well.
I just think he'll start just because he hasn't been training too much. He needs to get ready and match fit for the whole La Liga season. He wants to be 100%, and he wants to be the best player in La Liga and best player in the world. I think he's going to show that, light up the pitch. He'll absolutely destroy Smalling, I'm sure. And or whoever plays next to Lindelof, it's going to be destroying from Ronaldo. I can just picture it already. I'm absolutely destroying the defense, but I think it'll be a good show from Ronaldo. But obviously, I'm hoping it's not going to happen. But you just predict it, can't you?
Yeah. Obviously, I would agree. I would agree with everything you said there, to be honest. And I'm hoping our defense can actually have a bit of competence. But Ronaldo again can tear apart any of the top defenders in Europe. We saw him rip apart Bayern Munich. I mean, they've got one of the best defenses in Europe. So, I don't know how we're going to cope with Mike Smalling at the back, but we'll see. But yeah, as we got a bit of a break here, thank you, Matthew, for subscribing to all the channels. Please do follow his lead and subscribe to everyone in this stream. Rayan has just come up with a comment. He said, if only Rooney could have worked a little harder on his fitness. He was better than Ronaldo when they both started. He had so much better finesse in his foot. Yeah, I would agree. He did somewhat let himself go. But Ronaldo seems to have worked really hard, and he deserves the position he's in. But guys, I've really covered quite a lot of So is there any other points that you guys want us to debate? Any of you guys have anything you think we should debate?
You go.
Go on, Matt. You can go first. It's all right.
Okay. My question for you guys was, do you think Aurier would be a good signing? And do you think he'd be a good replacement for Valencia? A very good servant for the club and obviously a great right back, one of the best in the Premier League. Do you think Aurier can replicate that?
You can go first. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I definitely think he could maybe do a lot of things Valencia has done. Obviously, he's a wild guy. He loves to get into the challenges. He's got a great technique of tackling. And I think a lot of people said, like I said last night in Red Devil Weekly stream, I definitely think Valencia could probably push up the field a bit more. He's probably still got the fitness and the speed. I know Lingard and Rashford have said Valencia is the quickest. Obviously, a lot of people don't agree with that. But yeah, I think Valencia could go back up to his old position, which was probably the right mid. And Aurier could come in at that right back position.
Yeah, I'm not really sure if we need him though, because we've got 3 or 4 players in that position.
Yeah.
I feel like there's other positions that need to be solved before we buy another right back. We've got. I'm gonna go against what you just said. So it looks like we're sending Timothy Fosu-Mensah out on loan. I'd like to hear your opinions on his loan deal in a minute. But I think with him going out on loan, for me, that makes it more likely that Aurier is going to come to United, because that's one right back short. I think I can see him coming. Yeah. Also, I think 30 million or something like that. We're trying to buy him for. So it's not too much, I think it's the right move for Timothy Fosu-Mensah. The more game time he gets, the better. So yeah, I'd like to hear your opinions on that.
Yeah. I'll probably go. I was going to say, firstly on the Aurier thing, just to quickly touch on that. Obviously, I think Valencia is, getting on a bit slightly, so he's not going to be able to perform at that high level for all the games in the season. So, obviously bringing Aurier in, a young, very, very talented, powerful right back to sort of come in and help him out with, hopefully, coming into the squad. And, even if he doesn't play all the games and just, when Valencia sits out or when Aurier sits out, they can swap and things like that. I think it'd be great for squad depth and things like that. So that's what I'd say about Aurier. Obviously, with Timothy Fosu-Mensah, I think it's a great move. The fact that he's not really wouldn't get first-team football at Manchester United, and to play at a club like a Crystal Palace and play week in, week out for them is going to be a fantastic experience. And it's going to be, it's really going to benefit him when he does come back to Manchester United.
It's sad, but
yeah.
Yeah, I just want to add to that. So yeah, it's not a bad thing that he's going on loan to someone like Crystal Palace. He'll be able to mature a bit more, come back, hopefully, be a better player.
If he can replicate what Pereira's done,
yeah, that'd be amazing.
Also, like him being in the Premier League is going to give us more exposure to him, and also I think with a fellow Netherlands player manager who's like been a management under him before is obviously going to help him out. He's going to be used to it, and I think he'll play him about 40 to 50 games next season. Hopefully, he can have a full season and not get any injuries, and we can really see the talent he's got and what we can unlock at Manchester United, because you see that by the time he comes back, Matic will be 30, and you can maybe get another 1 to 2 years out of Matic, and then that CDM role can be both immense.
Yeah, just adding to that, do you think we'll get Sergio Roberto from Barcelona?
No, because we've just
No, I don't.
we've just done. Apparently we have bidded 36 million for the buyout clause, and they rejected it. So I don't know what we're willing to go to. Maybe we're willing to go to if we're willing to go to 40 to 50 million, I could see it happening. Apparently he's like starting to fall out of favour with the new manager. That's what's kind of leaked. He's quite cheap. He can play a right back, a CDM, a right CDM, a right mid, or a CDM. So so you can play a lot of positions, which would be very, very, very good. And that's why I think the Fabinho links are still real. We've got Fabinho with the right back situation. He can play there. He can play on the CDM, and he plays centre mid. So there's lots of positions these players can cover. So they're very similar. It's just dependent on which one you'd rather go for. I think I'd probably rather go for Fabinho because I think Monaco would be more willing to sell than Barcelona, in my opinion. But yeah.
Yeah. So the good thing about Roberto as well, he's only 25. So, we've got Matic and Carrick who are, 30 plus. Roberto wouldn't be a bad signing.
Matic is 29.
Yeah, but, if one of them gets injured, we're going to need a big squad anyway. So yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you go on.
I just think the signing of Matic, it could have interrupted with a lot of signings we could have made. Obviously, the Verratti thing we were looking at yesterday, we never knew it would have gone this far. And now Matic is coming, it's kind of limited the options of what we want, because obviously we wanted Fabinho, and now pretty much Verratti could come into the squad.
Yeah.
It's very. Yeah, I'd agree with that, to be honest. Oh, are you going to say something, Luke, if you're going to make a point?
Yeah, I just want to say, got two things to say. I just want to say thanks for the 15 likes on the stream. And also, someone was asking where we are because it's still light. We're in Florida.
All right, fair enough. Yeah, they're actually 6 hours behind us. So it's great that we've even, it's great that they've even got them here.
It's 3:35 here.
Oh, fair enough. I wish it was 3. Yeah, I wish it was 3:35 here, to be honest. But But yeah, guys, we got 40.
Oh, sorry, you go.
Oh no, it's all right. I was just gonna.
Wait, do you want me to go?
I thought you were asking a question or something.
No, it's all right. But I was just going to say we've got 14 viewers, guys, which is absolutely fantastic. Please do leave a like on the stream, and obviously we've got 15 likes, which is absolutely fantastic. I'm not sure how many likes we've got, but thank you very much. Alexander, what do you mean you've waited? What do you mean you've waited something minutes for now? I'm sorry about that. I will be reading your comments in just a second, guys. And anything you want to ask us, we will be talking about it. 15 viewers now, absolutely fantastic. That's
the idea of a scheduled live stream.
Yeah, I was gonna say, but yeah, I think we've talked a lot about the Super Cup. I mean, we've had some fantastic debates and things. So yeah, thank you very much for all of you guys for getting your opinions in. Matt Wilson says, serious question here. As United fans are bored of the United, are United fans bored of United's current style of play relative to Sir Alex Ferguson's team? So, I mean, are you guys bored of the current style of play? Do you like the current style of play?
Yeah, somewhat. Yeah,
He's going for
it's definitely better than under Louis van Gaal. I mean, it's better than Moyes and Van Gaal, but I wouldn't say it's as good as Sir Alex Ferguson. It's a different style of football. It's how Jose Mourinho plays. But I mean, it's a lot more into the latter half of last season looked slightly concerning when we were, really trying to pull out results. But yeah, it's not. It could be worse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Zach, you can go.
Okay. Well, in my opinion, I think it's not as good as Fergie, but obviously the good thing with Mourinho, he wins titles, goes far in the cup competitions with his style of play, counter-attacking like format. Also with his team, it's very, very good with our pace and our play. So you've got Mkhitaryan, fast, like not he's fast with dribbling, which is good. You've got Rashford, which is absolutely rapid. Lukaku, like powerful, pacey. So you've got the pace and the power and the rapidness to do a good counteracting team, which is a very good thing because Mourinho is starting to build it around his style. So I think it's good. But I definitely take it above the Moyes and the Van Gaal, because when I was watching the Van Gaal, like my first ever Man United match that I watched, it was Norwich versus Man United. We lost 2-1, I think, at home, and that was my first ever match I watched, and oh my God, it was bad. Like the football was proper dire, but like it just shows like the difference in class between quality of manager. And I think Mourinho is starting to get it needs to play a more attacking style to suit the Manchester United way and satisfy the fans. And I think he's going to do that in this season. Kind of players like Matic, he got the same amount of assists as Coutinho last season. Just take that into mind. Everyone's saying 100 mil for Coutinho to Barcelona. He gets so many assists. Matic got the same amount of assists. Yeah, I don't know what they're doing in Liverpool. They're going crazy about absolutely nothing. Anyway, I'll pass you over.
Yeah, I agree with everything there. But another thing I've got to say is I think we've got a lot better in the air, especially in the midfield with the likes of Pogba and obviously Matic now. We're a lot taller in midfield. Zlatan Ibrahimovic to just like ping the balls to, which was great for last season. But now we've got Lukaku, we've got a bit more pace and speed.
Yeah.
And obviously the strength there will definitely work. I also think the play is a lot slower and we're not getting as much goals as we used to. But I think the teams, other teams in the Premier League have changed as well. And it's a lot different to how it used to be.
Yeah, I just want to add to what Max was saying there. Well, definitely we've got a lot, big units in there now. I think defensively we're, pretty good. Yeah. I just feel like we still need to buy another striker. I still feel we're one striker short.
Yeah.
I've got a question for you.
All right, you can go. Far away, Luke. Far away.
All right. Well, while I'm at it, I'll say two things. One thing that does slightly concern me is that Jose Mourinho always seems to be targeting like massive beasts. He's not gone for a lot of sort of skillful players like Juan Mata type player. But my question is, do you think Zlatan Ibrahimovic is coming back to United?
Well, I mean, if I was gonna, I think it'd be a great addition if he does come back to Manchester United. I would say that, obviously he's a big character, and he would really, I would say, especially with the squad that, obviously the young squad that we have, a personality like him to be in the dressing room would be absolutely fantastic. I hope he does come back. He seems to be, sort of, being sort of coming back to fitness, which is absolutely fantastic to see. But yeah, that's sort of my opinion on it. Obviously, I'll throw it out to you guys.
Yeah. I think Zlatan could probably go back to Sweden or just stay in Sweden because I've seen a lot of things on his Instagram. I think it was the day after we released him. He was doing some sort of theme tune with his boots in bed, which looked kind of weird, and no one really knew what was going on until lots of comments came out about Sweden and stuff. And I know a couple of days ago he was in Stockholm, so maybe something could be happening over there. But yeah, I think he could probably either stay in Sweden or Manchester United, because I don't think... but he could either stay Man United, go to Sweden, or maybe go to the MLS.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like he's gonna come back by probably January, February time. He's obviously training now, trying to get match fit again. But I feel like he wants to come back, you know, to United and
Well,
get some game time.
talking about the dressing room, Matic did comment on how good the dressing room is, and it looks like we've got a real good team spirit there. But one thing we do lack is leaders. And, you know, we've lost another leader, arguably, in Wayne Rooney. And Zlatan Ibrahimovic coming back, he is a leader. And that, you know. So.
Well, for me, I read Zlatan's book. I don't know if any of you guys have done that or read his book or anything. This is like just when he signed last year. And I just thought he was absolute class. King. And I think I want the king to return to his throne in Man United. And I want him to just stay in Manchester. He was walking about in Manchester. He looks like he's getting fitter again. He's an absolute beast. Zlatan with a 5-3-2 of Zlatan and Lukaku supporting him would blow anybody's mind. And I think if he did return early, we wouldn't have got Lukaku. So I think it's kind of I'm not saying it's a blessing, but kind of a blessing, because we're getting Lukaku in as a replacement, and we'll get Zlatan for the last 6 months of the season if he does sign. And it will show the experience in the Champions League finals and quarterfinals, and it will give us more experience, and it will guide young players where to go, like Lindelof. He's maybe scared. Let's say we're in a semi-final. Zlatan would give him some tips in that, and it should be all right. I think his dressing room sense is obviously really, really good. I think it's just going to show everything with Zlatan. He's just going to become maybe an ambassador for the youth and what they want to It is very, very interesting with Zlatan, but I think he'll stay. Obviously, there is rival competition with AC Milan apparently, but he did left AC Milan on quite a low point, so I don't think that'll be happening.
I think he'll be more happy to be more of a bit part player if he's coming in for the last 6 months. I can definitely see it happening. I'd say it's more likely it is than isn't going to happen.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Kieran, when do you think he's going to come back? If he is going to come back, well, January.
Well, I mean, let's. Oh, so, Max, you go ahead. You go ahead, buddy.
I was going to say something that we're probably going to miss with Zlatan is he says a lot of things, a bit like what Pogba does. But the good thing about Zlatan, he does what he says, and he gets obviously in the chant, he gets the Reds excited. But yeah, if we did sign Zlatan again, I'd love to see him back. I think he's a great representative as a striker for us. And yeah, he just did a lot of stuff which we didn't really have for the pre-season before. And yeah, we never really had that sort of striker in the seasons before either.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously. Oh, sorry. I was just gonna touch on that. Obviously, he's a leader. As a lot of you guys in the comments, Alexander as well, saying that he's a leader. I definitely agree with that. And I do. I mean, when he's going to come back, as you said, Matthew, maybe possibly in January. Possibly, I think. Right now, I don't think he's ready for first-team football. I think he's still recovering a bit, but definitely, I think in January, hopefully, he'll come back and. Obviously, I mean, it's like one thing buying a player for the squad and then getting Zlatan Ibrahimovic. I mean, one of the greatest players to ever play the game. I mean, I don't care if people think that's a bit strong. He's an awesome player. So having him in the squad is just absolutely fantastic. Just going to read a few of the comments here, see if there's any debates that they want us to have. Vitality Swifts. I know Zach knows a lot about Vitality. Thank you very much for joining the stream. He says, Aurier and Perisic or Bale. So would you rather have Aurier and Perisic, or would you have only Gareth Bale? I'm going to throw that open to Zach right now. What do you think about that?
All right, so I'm just gonna debate it, and then I'll say my point. But basically, for me, there was a bit on the United stand saying it's balanced, and I completely agree with it. It's balanced with Perisic and Aurier. You get Aurier as a backup for Valencia, and then when Valencia goes, you get a natural successor to him. But with Perisic, you can play a 5-3-2, 3-5-2 even, and you can get him playing in the left wing back, and he would go back, and he would support the team, and he would go back. Whereas with Bale, I do not think he'll go back. I think he'll be taking the Mkhitaryan role. So would Mkhitaryan play on the left? That's kind of my debate. For me, I'm just gonna go with the superstar. Like, obviously, I love the inner kid in me. Even though I'm semi-kid still, inner kid in me is telling me just get Bale. He's an amazing player, and it'll be an amazing signing. But it would go Perisic and Aurier.
Well, can I answer next?
Okay. I'd definitely take. I think I'd take Perisic, and obviously it's extra players. But I think Bale's only got that one position which he's really good at and grown into. And yeah, he was good at left back when it was the early days at Tottenham. But then as he's grown into a better player, he's obviously gone to right wing, and that's where he's improved. But if we have the likes of Perisic and Aurier, it's two players. They both play separate positions. And if I'm honest, I think we need them more.
Yeah. Well, if you look at who's going to impact the squad more, I've got to say Bale. But if you look at realistically, you've got two positions there. You've got a right back and a attacking midfielder. So I feel like that's who we're going to get. Perisic and Aurier.
Yeah, I'll definitely agree with you there, Matthew. I would say that.
Yeah, that's up.
Oh, sorry, Luke. Yeah, no, so I definitely agree with you there. Sorry, guys. I mean, obviously, there's a few problems there. My fault. I'll take the blame for that. But yeah, I probably agree with you guys. That Perisic and Aurier be most likely, just because Jose Mourinho wants to bring in a few more players, and obviously with the Gareth Bale, he seems to remain coy on the rumours, but we've heard a lot about Perisic and Aurier in the coming days, and also his court case was today. So obviously I think Jose Mourinho is going to go for a bit more quantity and a bit more squad numbers in there. So yeah, that's all I'd really say about that. But yeah, guys, keep getting your comments in and things like that. Alexander's just said that thinking about the squad depth and things like that. He said we should build the talent in reserve. And as Manchester United do, we always do build some fantastic talent. We have some great young talent. I would say one of the best young academies in Europe. But yeah, we always do that.
Yeah.
And a lot of you replying to United Lads comment for Timothy Fossey-Mensah saying right back or CDM. We've had Sirhan Spinozzi saying right back. Matthew saying CDM. Zach said CDM. Vitality has also said CDM. Brother Gaming said right back and CDM. Fair enough. I mean, you can, both. You have both positions, I guess. But yeah, guys, it's fantastic to see you commenting. And as just as keep smashing that like button as well. Get subscribing to me and all the channels who are in the stream. Link is in the description down below. And just another comment. Sorry, would really like. Vitality said would really like Aurier. I think he brings a lot of power and strength, but I think Fabinho would edge it for me as he's much more versatile. Very good comment from you, Vitality. Luke, would you like to bring up what point you've got? Oh, so let's see. Yeah, I mean, I guess obviously with that comment, obviously Fabinho wasn't the choice that we did get. Obviously, we got Nemanja Matic. Would you guys have rather Fabinho in the team, or would you have rathered Nemanja Matic? Because obviously we've got Matic now, and he seems to be selling him well. So, what do you guys think? Do you think Fabinho would have been a better choice to fill that CDM role?
I think Matic is a great signing because obviously we knew more about him as he is in the Premier League before with Chelsea. He obviously did a lot. He scored a great goal. I think it was the FA Cups, and was it the FA Cup?
Against Arsenal.
Where it was the one of them went in the top corner. It was a great goal.
Tottenham, wasn't it?
Yeah, Tottenham. I think it was a 4-2 win.
Yeah.
Great goal. So obviously he can shoot. Don't know if that was just luck or not. And then he's proved in pre-season that he's a great player. Obviously, we didn't know if it was going to be like that before. But yeah, Fabinho also is great. But yeah, I think I would probably take Fabinho just because I've seen a lot of his play. And yeah, I think he's a great player. Yeah,
well, the good thing about Matic is experience. So, he's Champions League proven as well, But, Fabinho would be a good signing as well. He's 25. I feel like he would suit that role really well.
Well, I always said in my live streams that I'd pick Fabinho over Matic, but I mean, I've always said as well that Matic is the safe signing, and signing Fabinho, there is a certain amount of risk that comes with it, him being in the French league. Yeah, he did very well in the Champions League, but Matic is definitely the safe signing. Same with Morata and Lukaku. Lukaku was the safe signing. There's a certain amount of risk that comes with signing Fabinho.
Yeah. For me, I'm very passionate about Fabinho. I've always thought you should get him over a lot of players. Like, the only player I wouldn't rate Fabinho over is Verratti, because he's probably one of the best CDMs in the world. But for me, Fabinho is young. He can offer a lot of time at Man United. He's versatile. He can play right back if Valencia's injured or suspended. You can get him playing centre mid. He's good ball playing. He's tall. He's fast. He's strong. There's so much you can have with Fabinho. Monaco are willing to sell him for a reasonable price. There is so much with that. But just moving on, I'd rather take Fabinho, by the way, but just moving on from that. I think Matic, what do you think? Do you think Matic will become a fan favourite? Because I think he will, because I think he just shows the kind of characteristics of being one. Because if you saw in the Sampdoria game where he was kicking it and he was getting the ball back and he was intercepting, it just looked like the fans were really warming to him, and it did remind me of a bit like Ander Herrera last season, and the fans are just loving him, and I think he can become a fan favourite. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I can see him becoming a fan favourite. I can see it. I can see Matic inheriting Vidic's chant. Yeah, I've liked what I've seen from him so far. I mean, the match that he played, this debut, he really took it in his stride. Yeah, he seems, definitely like the look of him.
If we can just go back to Fabinho for a minute, do you think Edward would made the right decision in not going out there and just paying the full whack for him? Do you think he made the right decision and just sort of,
Oh, very, very good question. Well, I mean, in my opinion anyway, I'm not sure about you guys, I would say I reckon, I mean, at the start of the window, obviously I was looking for him to pay the money because I was crying out for signings, and I wanted to strengthen in positions and things like that. But as the window progresses, and as you think about the fact that he's playing in League and obviously hasn't had any Premier League experience, still quite young, you think maybe he might not have been worth the price tag that Monaco put on him. But I mean, obviously, yeah, right now I probably would have said that, it's a hard decision because I think we've got a very good player in Nemanja Matic. So I think ultimately he made the right decision. But, I think maybe next season, I think Fabinho will be, and if we do have any problems with the midfield, that is, because our midfield looks very, very strong. But if we do have any problems with the midfield, definitely I think we need to pay the money for Fabinho. I don't know about you guys.
Yeah. Well, I've just commented that I think Jose Mourinho prioritised experience this transfer window. So tell me what you think on that.
I completely agree. I think if you're looking at Morata, we were getting ripped off. Jose Mourinho saw he could nip it away from Chelsea. Lukaku, Premier League proven. You know he's going to score about 30 goals each season, probably. And with the right support, with Pogba, with Matic, well, Matic not all the time, but with 8 players supporting him, it just shows you what's around him. And I think he's one safe there. Just going back to Fabinho, I would have preferred Fabinho. Still, I think we made a regret because the transfer market's always going up in price now. Just look at the Neymar deal, completely double what Pogba did. And I think if we were going to pay 60, I think, and Monaco would have accepted that. But I think in the next maybe 2 to 3 seasons, if we don't get him then, we might go up to maybe 70 to 80 million. And we would have lost a couple of years on his career, and that could potentially have been at Manchester United, gaining more, I don't know, possession in CDMs, and just becoming a very, very important player for Man United. And I think Edward just didn't step up to the plate. That might be because of the Glazers, and this is my question to you guys.
Yeah.
Do you guys want the Glazers out of Manchester United, owning Manchester United, and do you want these Chinese people in? Because if you only have 2 people to pick from, Glazers or the Chinese people that apparently have bidded 8% for Manchester United over the shares. Who would you go for? Because I would probably go for the Glazers just because they're well known. We don't know they're going to be dodgy. No offense.
Yeah, and to be honest, the Glaziers haven't really done anything, that bad. To be honest, I mean,
I wouldn't
there's
say
been a
that.
few bad signings, but
I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of the Glaziers. I made a video a few weeks ago asking if the Glaziers had pocketed our money. So yeah, by no stretch of the imagination, I'm a fan of the Glaziers. But like you say, Zach, there's a certain amount of risk that comes in with these Chinese investors, and our owners, at the end of the day, could be a lot worse. I mean, you look at what the Blackburn owners have done.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Leyton Orient owners, Portsmouth owners.
Yeah. The thing is that there is another side to it. Sorry, you go.
Okay. I just thought, well, basically, I sit really close to the Glazers at Old Trafford. And I mean, everyone likes him. Alex Ferguson. I saw the Schmeichels last time I went, and they were just obviously really good friends with them. They seem like really nice people, and I think what some people forgot is Manchester United are in a lot of debt. I think it's like 600 million, which we all own to the government. And obviously our shirt sales go through to that, looking around 200, 300 million each season we earn from that.
If that comes back, we'll get some sales
yeah.
from these t-shirts.
You realise why we're in debt though? It's because of the Glazers. All the money they loaned when they came into the club. That's why we spent nothing for 10 years.
Because of Fergie as well.
Yeah,
We didn't realise when Fergie was in, we didn't realise the how bad the situation was, because Fergie's an absolute mastermind with money and obviously with getting players in, because he just has that stature around it. Now Man United is starting to do that, not completely because they're a completely giant club, but like the stature might be lost a little bit with like obviously not winning the Premier League if we don't win it this season in 5 years. So like we need to just pay the debt off, and we need to start using what we get from either sponsorship deals or shirt deals, and we need to start putting it towards the transfer budget. Just like so, you guys, 50% of our transfer budget was spent on Rooney signing. What was it? 2003, 4, something like that. And then with Pogba signing, it was only 8% of our budget. So that just shows you the difference. We still have so much more we could spend, and it would be in FFP regulations compared to the Neymar stuff. So I think a lot of Man United fans are getting quite frustrated with how we could get Neymar, but other people can't get Neymar. Other people could get Neymar like fairly, and we could go in for him. It's just the Glazers want to get money, and they're a business model. But I do think when they go, it will just show what they've been like, how much they've been suffocating the club out of money. And I think if this was a bit like a German club with the 51 rule, it would be a lot better. We would see a lot more transfers come in and a lot more fairer ticket prices.
Yeah, for me, I feel like the Glazers are trying to, they're all about the money more than making a fair deal,
Well, here, I'm not sure if you remember, but in our first collab, we did like a month or so ago, we talked about the ticket prices. So it's nice that we touch on this again, particularly with the Chinese investors.
Yeah, they haven't. Yeah.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I would definitely agree with that. I remember that stream very well. So I'm just relocating a second. We did have a good discussion about the ticket prices and things.
Where's the big O?
Where's Owen tonight?
Oh, your mic ain't connected.
Yeah.
We can't hear you. I might as well just add in then. I just saw the ticket prices for members of Man United it was like, for me, it was an under 18, so it was 13 quid. And then for a adult, it was like 40 quid. Whereas if you're not a member with Manchester United and you're buying from like a ticket like company, it costs 70 odd quid, which is completely ridiculous. I'm thinking a lot of Man United fans are international based, so it costs them either flights or petrol get to Manchester United. And I think it's just completely ridiculous the way football's going. And with the amount of money we're making off shirt sales, sponsorships, I think we should be lowering our thing. And like you said in the collab, I saw what you said about the cap, a cap for ticket prices. I think it should be like that. I think we should have a ticket price cap of maybe 80 quid for like normal seats, and then obviously ticket like hospitality can be completely different. But,
Maybe
in
when
my
we're
opinion, I think
top
you
YouTubers, we'll be able to force that move.
maybe Man United would listen to us. It'd be great.
Yeah,
Who is it that's going?
one day.
Who's vlogging when they're going to Old Trafford?
I don't know who.
Ah, Pizza Games. So.
All right. Yeah, that was a good discussion. That was. I enjoyed that.
Yeah.
We still can't hear you, Kieran.
Kieran, we can't hear you.
Yeah, I think your mic disconnected a couple of minutes ago.
It happened
Yeah.
last live stream. His mic just sort of disconnected.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it happened last night as well.
Yeah.
I mean, Google Hangouts is a bit iffy.
It's crap.
True that.
Yeah.
I haven't used that.
It's all right for collabs. It's just when it gets too many people in, and
Yeah. I mean, it's what we all use, but yeah.
Can't believe it. We have 19 likes at the moment.
yeah.
Right, can you hear me
Keep
now,
liking.
guys?
Yeah.
Alright, there we go.
Yeah.
Oh God, he's back.
Oh, but yeah, I mean, yeah, sorry about that, guys. My I don't know what it is. I think it was because when I was moving, my mic sort of pulled out or something like that. But do you want me to get Big O on the stream, guys? Just to sort of, you know, we're
Yeah,
coming.
get him back. Yeah, banter. We need a bit of banter on the stream.
We're coming towards the end of it, so I'm gonna get Big O on.
It's gone a bit
Yes.
dull. Oh,
Yes!
Here he
Come
is,
on,
guys. He's right here.
Man himself.
He's joined here.
it's big.
I'll hand it over to you, mate. No introduction, guys. No introduction. The man. The main
Doesn't
man.
need an introduction.
Hello.
Hey.
That's the reason why he came down here. No,
Oh my-
I had to move because.
Owen, show your face.
Hey, want to see that beautiful face?
I don't see what's so funny, Zach. I don't see what's so funny.
Oh, that's great.
What are we talking about? I've been watching closely. Some good debates you guys been having, but I think the stream's about to get a whole lot better now I'm here. It's just a
We've just
fact.
lost about 10 viewers.
Oh, that surely is not due to me. Come on, that's not. Right, anyway, so what were we debating before I rudely interrupted? I don't know.
Ticket prices.
How am I know run like a business? Yeah, it's terrible to be honest. I mean, like, yeah, not even that long ago, you know, going to my first football match, and even it being at Old Trafford, it still wasn't the prices that it was today. Like, football is often referred to as the working man's game, and I think that's becoming less and less like the truth now. I think that, you know, I think the price of shirts go up, price of tickets go up. It just means less and less people are, you know, being able to watch their team, and the interest for the game won't die, but the fact that PSG are allowed to go spend £222 million on Neymar without any restrictions whatsoever.
Yeah, what happened to financial fair play?
Yeah,
How of the win?
nothing.
I'm not sure if you lads know, but it costs over 100 quid to go to an Arsenal game.
Yeah, for the football they're playing at the moment, they probably 50p is probably a better price.
Yeah, 50 pence will do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they wonder why people are like streaming it, or like you're getting half-empty stadiums. Like,
Yeah. But I mean, double the price there should be.
At the empty
Yes.
had.
Empty had, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Griezmann's on
Antoine
the stream.
Griezmann, welcome to the stream.
Get off the
Why did you not
stream.
sign for us? You
Get off.
I need to move it up. Why are you moving the exercise bike? Because I need to get in front. I need to get front and centre. That's where I like to be. Yeah, I always like to take the attention. all right, mate. A bit of salt. Alexander says fish fingers. Yep.
Here we go.
I'm not. Why? Yeah, Kieran's just been completely booted out of his own channel. All right, okay. I'll tell you what, guys. As rule here, who would like to see Owen have his own show on the channel? Who would like to see Owen have his own show called the Big O Show on the channel?
The Big O Show.
Big No Show.
Matthew's saying no. Matthew's saying no.
I'm joking. Golden buzzer.
The Big O Show. What do you think?
The Big O Show.
Obviously, I can't hear you guys. So,
Just make a channel.
Again.
Big O Show.
I might make a channel. Just
The Big O.
Watch him get 100,000 subscribers overnight. Oh, we've got a.
Yeah.
After we've been grafting for months.
Yeah, the subscribers will be going up in seconds.
Yeah.
I want to talk about something. I just want to add something in. Do you guys think? I saw some people talking about it. VR apparently, like there is going to be some introduction with VR in football. So like in football like stadiums of VR. And so like you pay like 200 quid and you could put like the VR on and you think you're in Manchester United. And you pay 200 quid, you get a season ticket for Old Trafford VR and such. Obviously this isn't a thing, but this is starting to happen in other countries. Do you think this will happen to Man United? And do you think it's a good move? Because I personally think it is a good move. I think it's better than TV. Obviously, it's more into I don't know what's the word, but like it gets more people involved, even if they're in like Australia or something. And also, like if you want to experience Old Trafford, it's quite a good way to do that. But yeah, what do you guys think?
I think, well, apart from the price, like it's a really good option for Old Trafford, especially being the biggest stadium in England. It'd be great to have the VR system there. So yeah, I think it'd really help out us in terms of how many people we get watching it. Especially if we got there first, there'd be a lot more people testing it out. It'd be, I think it'd be a great move.
What's your thoughts on the safe standing?
Well, so like, I'd probably. Well, I'd say
we've
just
got Ronaldo and Griezmann in the stream.
Oh god.
I mean,
we'll take Ronaldo.
Maybe it's just me, but I thought Ronaldo should be resting for the game tomorrow. But maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe this is what he gets up to in his free time. I don't know.
He's committed to the Red Devil Weekly.
His stream is too good. He just wants to join.
Wouldn't mind a shout out, mate, with the followers, but each their own, I guess.
Yeah.
Cheeky
we
do appreciate that.
Cheeky little plug, please, Chris. Be honest. But I'd say with the VR thing, I'd say obviously it's not gonna. I don't think it will replace the kind of the whole experience of going to a match itself. But for people that can't go, like it'd be quite a nice thing to like do. But at the same time, I'm not sure whether it's like that better than watching it on TV because obviously, I mean, I feel like whenever I try and put on VR, it just makes me feel dizzy afterwards and sick.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, I know what you mean.
I don't want to have that feeling when I'm watching football. To be honest, I want to be relaxed as possible.
I'm not a big.
Yes, especially.
Yeah. I've kicked Matthew off.
Especially the alcoholics.
Oh my god, yeah.
With the VR on, it's sick.
I think
I'm being high on VR.
Well, all this VR seems a bit dodgy for me.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, the technology's moving fast, and I wouldn't be surprised to see it. But like at the same time,
it's scary.
I don't think. I
think it died down a bit.
Just imagine the stadium's like empty and it's just full of like VR things.
Yeah,
that's what I've got United goggles
VR.
That'd be crazy.
That's a scary future. Everyone wearing helmets instead of going to the game.
Yeah, no scarves, no flags, just helmets.
And you do your whole life like that.
Oh yeah, that's
scary future, but
yeah, you all think you're rich and you've got this like VR on, and then you take it off and you just sat in your lounge, not even watching the Man United game.
Yeah.
Oh well, so yeah.
Where we go? We've gone from Super Cup to VR.
Yeah.
I was just thinking, the safe standing. It's like I swear it's in Celtics Stadium now, isn't it?
Yeah, they have it.
So like, if you thought you know the yellow wall as such in Borussia Dortmund Stadium,
Yeah.
I think we could have that. To replace the safe standing with Stretford End, it would be a lot more safer than actually standing. Because when I went, I was sitting in the Stretford End. Well, not sitting, I was standing. And when you score, your knees are basically nearly tipping over the other person's feet, which is not like safe at all. So obviously you want something that's more like
It's more safe.
safe. I think the fans would definitely help that.
I wouldn't say
So,
stand the whole stadium. Still give people the option
That would cost way
to
too
sit.
much.
But even if it's just like half of the Stretford End,
Do your lads think we're gonna make that one stand bigger? You know
Sir Bobby,
Sir Bobby, yeah.
I mean,
Oh, yeah,
obviously,
I was-
expansion
yeah,
great,
it-
to be fair.
Yeah.
I think if they did make it, it would be like to like 90,000.
Yeah, that would be amazing.
Alexander,
if we could get
bring
more
back
than
the terraces.
Wembley.
Oh,
I'm not sure we should bring back the terraces. I mean, I think if they're proven to be safe, then like yeah, but you don't want stuff like Hillsborough happening again. That was terrible.
Yeah.
yeah.
I think we'd be the last though. Like out of the Premier League, people doing it, I think it'd be us and Liverpool being the last two because obviously we want to be like to the Hillsborough people that died or got injured or families that are affected.
Oh yeah.
Same with Liverpool. Liverpool would definitely be the last, but we'd be like second last because we are an international. We'd like to see. But I think it is available in League Two and League One, and I swear, like not a lot of clubs are still using it. So they have the option and they're not using it. So whether they need a push from one or two clubs, very interesting. But if you could see a League One or a League Two, you could see how it would work, and it would just be on a bigger scale at Man United, and you just see what really happens with that. But I think it would be very, very cool to see a red wall instead of a yellow wall and a Stretford End just bouncing. And that would be an amazing thing to see. And I think it would really help out because with safe standing, it's a lot cheaper tickets as well. You can pack a lot more people in. And it's just a very more fun atmosphere.
Yeah.
Have any of you ever been to an Old Trafford game? They all have.
Yeah.
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 It is. The
I mean,
atmosphere is
like-
insane.
Yeah,
that's the thing.
we've never been, so
Our dad had a season ticket at United for almost 20 years, and then we moved here just as we were about to, start going. And obviously, us living in Florida, we can't, get a flight for 3,000 miles. So
Yeah.
it's
I mean,
been-
we can tell you're like massive fans and everything just by looking at the background, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got like Winnie the Pooh in the background, so I don't.
yeah.
just the levels, really. I mean, no. Well, to be fair, like even I know, like you get like banter from like rival fans saying like, "Oh yeah, it's like a library and stuff like that." But I think the fact that like the people being there is like just creates an atmosphere by itself, like just a buzz.
Yeah.
Like, I think for like, and that's like the whole 90 minutes. I think, I think with the terrace thing as well, like before Hillsborough and stuff, a lot of people thought it was like safe, like the way to go. Like no one really considered really.
Yeah.
And like it was more about for that game, there was a lot of like a lot more people were in the ground than there should have been.
Yeah.
Like there were people in there without tickets and stuff like that. And I think if like everyone who actually had tickets were in the thing, I don't think there would have been much of a problem. But because like so many people want to see that particular game, that was why it happened. But I'd say like,
sorry, I was watching the documentary and it was completely avoidable. And the British FA or the football clubs, they hear the word safe standing, and they think of Hillsborough, and it's unfortunate because the reason that the atmosphere suffers in England is because we don't have that safe standing at a professional level.
I don't know what you lads thought, but I thought the atmosphere last season at Old Trafford wasn't very good.
It's fantastic. We've got the best away fans in the world.
It's quite dull compared to
But the home fans, I mean,
It's because the away tickets are cheaper, aren't they? You're getting more people that are common, like working class people who want to see Man United.
Yeah.
And I think the
Oh,
fans
mate.
are more spread out as well at Old Trafford.
Yeah, I think also
Yeah,
like
very-
when I was there. Oh, do you want me to go?
Guys,
Yeah,
guys, I
come
just
on.
want to say I've got to go. So thanks for
All
having
right.
me.
All right,
Thanks,
cheers,
Finley.
cheers,
See you
Max.
later.
Right, mate.
Thanks for the
All
support,
right.
guys. Bye.
All right,
Alright,
yeah. Make sure you subscribe to Man United Max.
Yeah, do that.
Sub to all the links in the description down below of this video. I know you guys will, but yeah. So the thing is, with the atmosphere, it's like some like remember the 2-1 victory against Middlesbrough where we came back from 1-0 down.
Oh,
Like
that was fantastic.
the
Yeah.
atmosphere in that, you could just like through like. Well, I don't know, but through my TV, I could just tell it was like electric especially when Martial got that equaliser and stuff like that.
Yeah, yeah. When we play away, we just have fantastic atmosphere. I feel like when we go back to Old Trafford, it just feels a little bit dull. I mean, it's a step down, but I still think Old Trafford, you know, in its day, has the best atmosphere in Europe in some ways.
I can't wait for
Well-
the Champions League nights to return. Then the atmosphere will be good.
That'll be tasty.
I wonder
I
who will
think-
get in our group, by the way, because like obviously because we qualified for the Europa League, we're actually in I think we're a second seed, which means that like we could get one of the big teams.
Yeah.
We will do.
I don't know.
Probably
Give
get
Real
like a
Madrid a thrash in.
We'll probably get like Real Madrid.
Celtic always Celtic are so unlucky. They always play like Barcelona and like Atletico in their group. Yeah. You know,
Vitality
they're
says formation for tomorrow. I would love 3-5-2. So yeah, I'd say 3-5-2 is the way to go as well.
yeah, maybe 3 at the back, but I would play 4. I'd still play 4 at the back.
Things I
Your
don't
fault.
really know where Mourinho's going with this because I trust him and stuff, but at the same time, like last season we played 4 at the back. Maybe that was a transitional formation that he wanted to play to like in his first in to see what all the players are like. But like, I still think at the same time that if they're not used to playing 3 at the back, and like if you want to start a game with the formation, it's going to take quite a lot of kind of training to get in that mindset. Obviously, they're quality defenders, but at the same time, a new formation is that's completely different to the old one, where we played 4. We pretty much played 4-3-3 instead of 3-5-2. So yeah, it'd be interesting how it pans out. But what do you guys think? Do you guys think 3-5-2 is the way to go for the entire season, or just for pre-season to work out who plays where?
I think we could switch it up a little bit. But definitely for the Real Madrid game, I'd play 4 at the back. But I still don't really understand why Bailly and Lindelof haven't been starting together in the pre-season matches. They have been. No, they haven't. Not in the same half. Anyway, I've got in terms of formation, I'd do a 3-5-2 at home, and I'd do a 4-3-3 away. Yeah, something like that.
I agree. I would switch it, alternate it with a 3-5-2 against the teams that we kind of drew against last season, like a Burnley, a West Ham.
Yeah.
I'll play a 3-5-2 for more attacking options in midfield.
Yeah.
Absolutely, destroy the midfield. But against like a Chelsea or a Man City, someone that we're probably going to lose against, well, not lose against, like comfortably win against. I think playing 4 at the back is comfortable and it's a lot more safe. And I think that's kind of like the Mourinho way to do that, because Mourinho likes to obviously play safe and he never likes to lose. So I think that's probably what will happen. And that's probably what I would do, because 3 at the back against a Man City side with all their attacking options is quite scary.
Yeah, I completely agree.
Yeah.
Owen, do you feel
I feel
like
carry on, Carol.
No, it doesn't matter. It's fine.
What? Okay. I feel like the attacking kind of thing at Old Trafford usually. Now the thing is, I have a theory that under Sir Alex Ferguson, obviously that's a long time ago now. It feels like a long time ago now, but we kind of were feared at Old Trafford, and teams would every team outside the top 4 really would come just to set up and defend against us. But we'd also have the quality to find a way to get through. And like they would always be like most people nowadays as well. I think that those times are coming back because at the same time you get teams, parking the bus against us a lot of the time. We just couldn't get through last season. All the season before really.
Keep
I
having
felt that was
Yeah. Oh my god.
Yeah,
How many goalkeepers had worldies?
it was
oh my, like
yeah.
What?
there was like
Mate,
We would have like 80
like
possession and like 30 shots, and we'd get like 1 goal. It's just ridiculous. We weren't clinical enough.
I think that's because of that one. Like, kind of.
Yeah.
At least with Lukaku, he's going to give us more.
yeah, we aren't clinical enough, but still, some goalkeepers had absolute worldies.
Yeah, they'd have a really good game against us, and the next game they'd like drop one into their own net against like Swansea or something like that.
Yeah, like they'd do a Bravo.
It's stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. It's like
I do feel
it's
like
like we weren't
were
even at the top
lucky.
of the table.
Yeah, not only that though.
Yeah, I feel like with
we'd be like 2-1 up, and then like Fellaini would go in and do like a crappy tackle last minute.
Oh, don't remind us of the Everton match.
oh yeah.
Alexander Marninkovic said, I think 4-2-5 we would destroy. Well, he didn't say destroy, but
He said the synonym.
I think a 4-2-5 would actually be really interesting. I think I'll probably play Herrera and Matic, and then a Pogba and a Cam because I've never seen him like that, and then obviously a Martial and a Mkhitaryan in the left wing and then
Is this the Big O show now?
Well, hopefully. Well, I don't really mind. I think I don't have a channel of my own. I feel like I might have to make one now.
Yeah.
I feel like it's time.
It's pretty fun just watching you two, like.
I see. Obviously, Kieran's over here. Wait, Kieran's over here, just
chilling.
He's basically just making sure I don't say anything stupid that gets this channel banned. Just you know how YouTube is. You can say you start something, gets out of hand, and suddenly 127 subscribers, where it's gone.
Kieran, we've gone down from 14 watches to 4.
Yeah, 14 to 4. What? It's all your fault, Kieran. It's all your fault. We've gone from 14 to 4. I mean, look at this. I mean, to be fair, Alexander he's a good sport. He's been there since the start.
Yeah, what man?
He's gonna be here till the end, my bro, Alexander.
You should make him a moderator.
I mean, he's in the running. Depends. I don't want to speak for Kieran, to be honest, even though we are pretty alike. But I don't want to speak for him.
Yeah, we appreciate the support, mate.
Vitality. Heaton was unbelievable, and Boric as well. Oh, that's just the start of this. You got Robles. You got Grant for Stoke. You got
Gomez.
Gomez. That was
pretty much every Premier League goalkeeper.
You had Fabianski as well. You had think of any mid-table side,
Pickford.
and we drew to them pretty much. Oh yeah, Pickford as well. I mean, even though Mkhitaryan stuck that back heel, that scorpion past him.
Yeah.
I can't believe people were saying Giroud was better, but I think Giroud was he didn't really mean it as much. Like he meant to move his foot, but he didn't mean it as much. I don't think.
Yeah.
I think it was more impactful because it hit the bar, and that always makes it look better. If it hits the bar and goes in, for me, that would look.
Yeah.
I tell you what, if Mkhitaryan can replicate what he did in the Europa League into the Premier League, he's gonna have a fantastic season.
Yeah, I mean, he was scoring for fun in the Europa League, to be fair.
Even if he can Champions League, let's see him.
Isn't there the Europa League? Isn't there the Europa League player of the Europa League or something coming out soon?
No, but it should be Mkhitaryan.
Oh yeah, I was meaning to ask.
Yeah.
Would you say if we did sell De Gea? Do you reckon Romero? Well, I don't think we will, but you reckon Romero would be a decent enough goalkeeper to start with until January? Would he be good enough?
Just about, but I think we'd be concentrating more on top 4 than title challenge. Yeah. He's such a massive step down from De Gea, and De Gea just he's just carried the team the last few years.
We're talking about a world-class keeper and a good keeper.
He's a fantastic second goalkeeper, and you don't get any better than Romero in terms of second goalkeeper. But he's not quite first team quality for me.
Yeah, Zach.
For me, Romero is just the way he doesn't catch it. De Gea catches it, he punches it away, and that costs us 2 to 3 to 6 goals, even in the Premier League, being so physical. And I think Romero just wouldn't be up to that. I think if I was Jose Mourinho and we just lost De Gea to Real Madrid for maybe like 90 million, 70, 80. I'd probably just plunk a load of cash on Oblak and just say, get yourself out of Atletico Madrid. I know they have a transfer ban, but you know, Man United are more important. And I think I could see it happening. Oblak's a very, very good keeper. Or if we couldn't get him, I know he's just signed a new contract, but Donnarumma, he is an absolute tank. So obviously one of them two. But I just don't think Romero's up to it. He's a very good second goalkeeper, but that's all he is. He isn't first team quality. I don't think he'll be up to full form over like 40, 50 games. As you saw in the Southampton game, he did like save penalties, but he does make on average about three-ish mistakes each game. But you don't get that from David De Gea, and I don't think you get that from Donnarumma or Oblak.
Yeah. I mean, do you feel like Martial's going to be on the move, or do you feel like he's going to stay at United?
I think he's going to stay. To be fair, I think that like
he's not going. He's
Martial, I think he's one of those people that you just know that only time. You know, we have to wait. Well, I'm not sure what I'm saying, but time will tell.
Needs game time.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's comfortable at United at the moment, though. Like, you know,
I mean, a loan is an option. I agree, but at the same time, like he is like in his first season for Van Gaal, he showed like true quality. And, you know, I think in a way, if we give him a chance, I think he will repay us. It's a fly.
Yeah.
He will repay us. Hi, Manchester United Fans TV. He will repay us, definitely. But it's up to Mourinho, really. If you're going to sign Perisic, if you're going to spend the money, then, you know, he's obviously going to play him. He's obviously going to put Martial on the bench. And there's only so much Martial's going to part with, I think. I think that next season, if he gets put on the bench too much, I think he'll definitely be looking to leave.
Yeah, the good thing is he's 21, so he's got lots of potential. You know, he's still maturing as a player, so you got to take that into consideration a bit.
I completely agree with you. Just because basically, I think Martial has so much potential. I think he might have more potential than Rashford. Obviously, we all love Rashford, but I think Martial has so much potential. He seems to be getting a good attitude. He's been trying to work for it under Mourinho, but if he still gets the same treatment as last season, I think he'll be gone because there's so many teams that want him. Consider the teams that want him. Dortmund probably would want him if Ousmane Dembele goes. You've got Arsenal definitely wants him. I think any club could fit him in as a depth squad player or a first teamer. But I don't see what a loan would do to help Martial at this point. I think he's going to get enough game time next season because it seems like increasingly unlikely that we won't get Ivan Perisic. So I think that would be Martial, but obviously not so good in squad depth. I would like to come on to this question though. Do you think the Perisic deal is dead? Because Mourinho has said it is dead, and so has Demartio.
Yeah.
Do you think the information is wrong? I think it probably is dead by now because Mourinho seems to be like a new thing with Bale and other people like that. But apart from Bale, who do you think would be a good semi replacement for Ivan Perisic?
Don't know. I mean, he's kind of unique, isn't he? He's a workhorse, and something we lack in the team is a player that can cross the ball. And you know, Perisic is about as good as it comes to when it comes to crossing the ball. Like corners, set pieces, Perisic is, you know, as good as it comes. He's a real grafter.
Bags of experience.
I mean, I would like to see him come to United. At first, I thought he was a very average player, but I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think he's coming to United.
He's not a like. There's no like for like replacement for me.
No, he started training with Inter, so you know the chances of him coming now are very slim. But
Yeah, I think he's accepted it.
yeah, I mean,
Um,
Martial is such a good player, though. You know, he's got, you know, he's just not really. I feel like sometimes he's too quiet in games. You know, he needs to get more involved. He's got the talent. He just needs to show up a bit more in games.
Yeah. I think he's. What, you on about Perisic?
Martial.
Wait, what? Oh, okay.
I think a replacement, if we aren't getting Perisic, could be Ousmane Dembele, because you see the price we're going for for Bale. You could just put that onto Dembele. You add maybe 20 million, bid 100 million for Dembele. Maybe Dortmund would give you an actual price and say, look, 140 million you get for Dembele. I think that'd be a steal compared to Bale, because Dembele's what, 20, I think.
Yeah.
And quality. I don't know about the physical aspects in the Premier League, how he'd cope, but I think he'd be an absolute star in the Premier League. And I think apart from Neymar going, that kind of screws up this deal, because it looks like Dembele said in 2014, I'd love to play for Barcelona, and it looks like Barcelona obviously need a player in that position, and it looks like Dembele could be the natural successor to Neymar. I think he'd be the only one to fill in Neymar's absolutely huge shoes.
Yeah. Do you think Coutinho's going to Barca, or do you think he's staying at Liverpool? Because if he ends up going, you know,
I'd love him to go.
they could end up being like 6th place next season.
Liverpool's title hopes out the window.
For me, I don't think he's going to Barcelona. I think it'll be another season, and then he'll go. But if you look at it, it does make sense, because he wouldn't be a huge star that wants to be like the main man at Barcelona. He would happily be behind Messi and Suarez, and I think he'd be a very, very good player. I don't know if he'd actually be like up to the quality of Barcelona players right now, and I don't know how he'd be on the left. But they could try a new formation instead of a 4-3-3, and he couldn't play on the left. He could play on the cam position. I think that'd be a very, very interesting position, and he could be a natural successor to Iniesta. That's why I think they might go for Coutinho next season, replacing Iniesta, and going for Ousmane Dembele this season. But the problem for Barcelona is they've only got 3 weeks to do it, and they're going to have to be doing some serious business in the next 3 weeks, because they have 200 million burning in their pocket. I'm sure they're not going to spend 200 million on a left winger, so they might be investing in CDMs or centre mids. Verratti has come up, but I don't think that will be happening now. Obviously, Neymar's joined PSG, have some big stuff going on there. And then I think that does open the door for Sergio Roberto, which I'm quite excited about, because obviously the more people they get in, the less people get out on the wage, and they can hopefully give us Sergio Roberto.
Yeah, good point. Owen, we can't hear you.
Yeah, we can't hear him, so we'll just keep on talking, I guess. I've got a quick question for you, Zach. Would you pick? Right, what am I talking? Real Madrid, right? If we can take Gareth Bale, would you give them David De Gea?
No, there's just one.
I wouldn't. You can't replace De Gea, can you?
Yeah, you can't. David De Gea is number 2 in the world. Probably will be number 1 in maybe 2 to 3 years when Neuer actually starts to drop off. And I think Bale, he'll give us 2 to 3, no, about 4 seasons of absolute quality. But David De Gea, what is he, 24, 25? He gives us at least 6 to 7 seasons, because you're a goalkeeper, you can go for longer. And it's very, very interesting with that. I think David De Gea would be a club favourite in like 3 years' time, when these like rumors would go away in around 3 years' time. And I would definitely take David De Gea over Bale, because he's already been at the club. He knows what the club's about. He's number 2 in the world, and also I just think David De Gea understands the club a lot more. And I think Bale, he wouldn't be at the club that long. I think like there is more demand for goalkeepers, because if you think of the goalkeepers that are around right now, David De Gea goes. You've got Oblak transfer, Atletico have a transfer ban, so you probably won't be getting him. You get a Donnarumma, who's just signed a new contract, and Neuer's not going anywhere. And then you've got to look at Navas. Real Madrid probably don't want to do any business with you. Maybe to Steigen, but who's going to leave Barcelona right now?
Yeah.
Because they're still favourites for a Champions League. Man United, nowhere near favourites yet. So I think David De Gea is quite irreplaceable right now, and I think it would be absolute commit suicide if we signed Romero to be in a Champions League squad. As the
the good thing about De Gea, he probably saves us 10, 15 points a season. You know, if you compare it to Romero, it's just a step down. So, I mean,
like you say, I mean, there's no one at this point. There's no one we could get now, and probably not in the January transfer window to replace De Gea. Like, we'd just be in a complete mess.
I think so as well. Like, it just ruined our chances. It'd be a bit like, you know, when Moyes was trying to sign Vidal the whole time. Fellaini. That would be the step down. We're going from here all the way up here, all the way to basically me, all the way down here. And then up there, you've got Romero.
Yeah, Moyes spent almost the whole transfer window trying to get Vidal, and then when we found out we couldn't get him, we ended up just getting Fellaini as a last-minute buy.
4 million over.
It was just ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous because, like, Fellaini, what? Like, to be fair, Fellaini wasn't actually that bad at Everton. Like, it's because we keep on playing in a CDM role. He's a cam. Just put him on the last 10 minutes of a game. Maybe that scruffy little tree head will get you a goal. Like, it's really annoying. Like, every time I see him play, he takes like 10 seconds to just take a touch and pass it away.
For me, Fellaini,
just passing away.
Fellaini, I maybe keep in the team because you can, like you say, just throw him in the last, 10 minutes, throw long balls at him. But Jose Mourinho playing him game in, game out, does my head in.
Zach, do you feel Fellaini's going to leave this summer? Because obviously there's been rumours that he might be leaving.
No.
I would love it, absolutely love it. I'd literally have my own little streams partying the whole time. But I don't think it's happening. Mourinho said there's more chance of him going to Galatasaray and playing than Fellaini joining, apparently. But I think Fellaini's 29. I didn't realise Fellaini was that old. That's ridiculous. So very, very good with his age because, bang, we might only have 3 more years of him. Yeah, he spent 8 years.
The only concerning thing is that he's just signed a new contract, so it's quite unlikely for him to leave.
Yeah, but I didn't realise he was that old, and that just puts stuff into perspective to just show what on earth is he doing at our club? Let's just get him out. He's old, he's a tree, can't move, can't pass.
Worse than Lingard.
He would struggle to get the Watford side. Just do that. I would like to touch on, guys, what do you guys think of Man United's hopes next season, like prediction-wise? Because I think my prediction on my stream, I was talking about Man United coming third. So yeah, I would like to hear your top 6 prediction.
I'll go first then. So going from 6th upwards, Liverpool 6th, 5th Chelsea, 4th I'd go for Arsenal.
Interesting.
3rd I'd go for United, if I had to be honest. 2nd City, and then who did I miss out? Arsenal 1st.
No, Tottenham.
Yeah, you missed Spurs.
Tottenham was 7th.
Who's 1st? I'll do mine. So 1st I'm going for City. 2nd I'm going for Chelsea. 3rd I'm going for United. I think it'll be a 3-horse race for the title right to the end, and I think we might just slip off. I think we may be 1 or 2 players short.
Yeah, City have signed 5 or 6 players, so just
finish, man.
Yeah, they spent like 200 million on defenders and goalkeepers. Ridiculous. But here's my top 6. I've gone for 6. I've gone for
what about
Spurs because of like their Wembley and that, and they're like bad. Give it 2 more seasons with Spurs. We've got Harry Kane, you've got Eriksen, you've got De Gea, you got Ali. Like, you've got all these people that are very, very good, and you've got them all like trying so hard. And if they're not going to win anything, it's just they're going to leave and join bigger clubs. So I just don't think that'll be happening. Anyway, we'll Spurs. Then I'll go Liverpool. No, I'll go Arsenal, Liverpool, United, Chelsea, City, because City just seems to be dominating everything. Big O, are you back? Is he back?
Big O.
We need
We're
Big O
doing the
back.
show without him. What?
Weird. We're running the show without the actual person who's meant to be hosting the show.
Yeah.
Bit weird.
I mean, it's got his audio turned off. Look.
If any of you guys are watching the
Click your
Yeah, the
microphone
microphone.
at the top.
Zach,
Click the little button at the top. You've got it muted. Oh, it's.
Zach, what
Yep.
type of mic do you have?
I don't know.
table.
I think you two have got the same mic, haven't you?
Definitely. I've got mine on like a little stand.
Yeah.
If any of you guys are watching right now, there'll be a link to all our channels in the description. Hit them up. We all do videos on Manchester United content. United people, TV. What am I doing? Oh, God. Ugh. United lads. It's been a long day. I'm sorry, lads. It's been a long day. What can I say? I just did footy training. Oh, Jesus. you. Oh, just. Okay. My channel's in the description, and so is Man United Max. I don't. Oh, I'm just not good at hosting. Well. So yeah. What does this stream become?
Right.
So-
Should we just Red Devil?
Click on it.
I don't know. Just comment in the live chat what you're trying to say. I don't even know if they can hear us.
Everybody's pissing themselves on the stream. What's happening, guys? I had to go and make some coffee. Basically, Ryan, we were just talking about Man United, really. I completely forgot. Oh yeah, we're talking about De Gea or Bale. We're then talking about random stuff.
Is that
Wait, have I just heard a Big O?
Please hear us, man. This is ridiculous.
is that the Big O?
Big O!
Is he back?
All right.
Hey, there you go.
Hey.
Hey, the man's back.
We've been posting the show for like
No
20
wonder,
minutes.
ladies.
Oh,
Do, do, do.
9 viewers, lads. 9 viewers. I'm happy. I'm back.
Without the Big O.
Jesus Christ, that took a long time.
You might need to get a new mic.
Back. Yep. And probably a whole new setup, to be fair.
And then
Well,
we've got a poster.
I'm just thankful.
Google Hangouts is mega temperamental. Like,
Yeah.
we try to do what you do,
Yeah, it
where
doesn't
we
work.
have, like, you know, in different rooms
It's
and
just
that.
like this background sound
And
and
there's like,
glitches.
yeah, like, so much background noise and, like, buffering.
Hey, how many people
Yeah.
can you get on Skype? Because if you could get this many people on Skype,
You can get like a
on
whole
Skype-
group, I'm pretty sure. Like a massive
8.
group. I'm
Yeah,
pretty
8
sure.
on, I think.
Oh, I think we should use that then next time everyone wants to do this. Because that's what I'm going to try use. I'm going to try use Skype. And
I
obviously-
don't mind.
Yeah,
As
I'm
long
not
as we
Skype's a
get
lot-
the people together.
How do you link Skype up with YouTube?
Oh, all you do is just what I used to do is I still do this. I do like previews with Vitality. Like do that. I just put my mic, my phone next to my speakers on my thing, and I just edit the audio a bit. And it just goes
Alright.
off. That's pretty good.
Yeah, because I'll tell you what, the United stand, their setup is something else. Like, the
Oh, here's
studio
the
and all of that.
I mean, they use Google Hangouts, but they always have like issues, don't they? When they're on, so yeah.
Yeah. They're
Here's the
professional
question:
outfit.
Full-time Devils or United Stand?
Pardon?
The United stand
Full-time
for me.
Devils.
Oh, yeah, United stand.
Yeah, United stand as well.
I like them
Unfortunately,
both, but
Full-time Devils-
United
I'm not-
stand is what motivated me to start a channel. So.
I'm not keen on Howson much.
Oh, the Steve Howson and
Yeah,
Mark
I-
Goldbridge beef.
I
Oh.
was proud. I was proud.
You know, what's his name?
but
Stephen
sometimes
Howson and what's his name? Stephen Howson and DT are gonna go in like a cage of boxing or something like that.
Yeah.
At the end of the season, that's mad. Man,
That's what it
YouTube.
is. Wasn't there like beef between United stand, like Mark Goldbridge and Stephen Howson?
Yeah.
Did any of you guys?
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I just saying.
I don't know what it was about.
It's a shame that full-time Devils and the United stand can't work together like, we're doing right now.
Well, the thing is, if they did work together, then their channels would both grow, and also like, it just because you get a lot of people. I mean, I think full-time Devils are backed by sponsorship and like a lot of corporate entities, whereas United stand is well, I'm pretty sure it's up pretty much off Mark Gold's like own back pretty much, and all the people behind the United stand.
Yeah, like Droid Devil.
So they've kind of like taken that channel. They've grown. They keep growing. Like, every watch along they do, they get like a thousand more subs. Wish I could do that. But,
yeah, if only. Yeah, they're like.
Full-time Devils, they're like with the club, aren't they? It seems like.
Yeah, they work with the club. Yeah.
They like work with the club. It'd be quite cool to do that though, because you get like you give the club feedback and stuff. It'd be quite cool. But like with
interview.
Yeah,
Can they be as truthful though? If they're working with the club, can they be as truthful like the United staff?
That's very true. But there was like, have you seen that one where he's like, there's that guy on Full-Time Devils. It's when like Moyes loses, like you're the biggest fuel in Manchester.
Oh, Andy Tate.
You're the biggest fuel in Manchester.
Oh, Andy Tate, yeah.
The biggest fuel in Manchester. David Moyes.
Yeah. Oh, I love him. We should get him on here sometime.
Yeah, get him on.
That'd be very funny.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and also, the fan cams are revolutionary. To be fair, they kind of invented like they did fan cams, and then like Arsenal Fan TV also did them, but Full-Time Devils were the first ones to have like a viral fan cam, and then Arsenal Fan TV like every week is a viral fan cam for them, really, because like
bam.
They bye Noah White, bye. Hang on, no wait, they're not all going. Hang on. I haven't actually been reading it because of that.
They're all starting to leave because Kieran's back.
You know that. Oh, Kieran, he's done it again.
10 to 11. Oh,
You've done
apparently,
it again.
every time you arrive, everyone leaves. Yeah, when I was streaming, we had like 16 viewers. I don't know what you're talking about. Hey, trust. All right, well, what's the time? It's like 10:50. We've been streaming for like 2 hours.
Kieran was
Kieran, what do you want to do with this stream? Mate, I'm getting tired. I mean, you're doing quite well, it seems, but yeah, I mean, I was gonna think about ending it, but I'm not sure what. I'll do whatever these guys want, to be honest. I mean, if they want to keep going, they can keep going. You heard it here first.
It's up to you.
I wouldn't mind keeping going, but I wouldn't mind ending it either.
Well, how about this? We do one more. We do kind of like one more thing to end it on, and then we'll go. I don't think we want to. I don't, because obviously it's going up as a video. I don't just want to leave it with like a random conversation about like whatever we were just talking about.
Yeah.
So I think right. What we're gonna end it on is
Kieran, you haven't given us your score prediction yet.
What's your score prediction? I said my score. If you're watching earlier, my score prediction.
Oh, I meant Owen. Sorry, I meant Owen.
Manchester United. Oh, sorry, he meant me. Too late. He meant me. Of course, he meant me. Owen, right? I would say if you're gonna do this next time, I would say read more comments, Owen, mate, because Alexander's getting a bit miffed.
Read comments.
I'm sorry, but you weren't reading that many. We're not gonna start beef, all right? We're not gonna start beef, but.
I'm still here. I'm always
going solo.
Go on, Alex.
So, fine. I'll read more comments. Read comments from Alexander. That's
I feel sorry for Kieran. You've booted him off his chair.
Well, to be fair, this isn't even my chair. It's someone else's.
My chair.
Oh.
My chair. My stream. It doesn't matter. Anyway, carry on.
All right. All right, Kieran's. It's clearly past Kieran's bedtime. He's clearly salty.
Not salty. Not salty.
Yeah, you are salty. All right, here we go. Fosu Mensah thoughts. I mean, now he's linked with it's pretty much assured that he's going to go out on loan to Crystal Palace. What do you guys think? I mean, we did have a brief chat. I was watching when you guys had a brief chat on whether he should be a right back or a CDM. But do you think it's it's valuable experience to go out on loan.
Yeah.
Of course, Man United LA. What do you think about the reported Fosu-Mensah loan move? Well, it's like you were in the room with me because we're just about to discuss this. So what do you guys, as Man United LA has said, what do you think about the reported Fosu-Mensah loan move, United lads?
I mean, I don't mind players when they go on loan.
Right.
You know, if he's going on loan for a season,
That was
you know,
smooth. That was smooth, wasn't it? That was smooth.
Yeah.
if he comes back a better player, then it's a bonus, isn't it?
Well, at first I was like, oh god, and now I'm like, well, if he can do what Perez done, and he'll get game time in the Premier
Are
League.
you playing cricket in the background?
No,
Oh, and
you
his audio's gone again.
his audio is good. Poor guy. Poor O. Big guy.
Right, what we
Talking about Timber.
All right, yeah, all right, Timbo. Yeah. So at first I was like, no, he can do a job here. Like we need depth in the team. But I mean, if he gets the same amount of game time he got last year, like 2 games, it's only another year of his career that he's gone and lost. So if he goes to Crystal Palace, gets 20 plus games, comes back a better player, it's better days, because there's no point him staying at United and getting like the odd League Cup and FA Cup match.
Yeah, to be realistic, I wasn't really sure how many games he was going to get this season. So, you know, it is a bonus that he's going on loan. So
I'm pretty happy with him going on loan. I'm actually quite excited about seeing him in the Premier League. Every time match of days on, I'm gonna stay even after United done. I'm just gonna see if Crystal Palace and just watch them play, because Frank de Boer's obviously their manager, so that should be quite fun. And it'd be quite good to see Fosu-Mensah just absolutely like destroy teams. I also like to see how consistent he is, because we haven't actually seen like him have an absolute like 20 to 30 run of games. So it'd be very, very interesting to see him have that run of games.
yeah.
But yeah.
Did you hear about Harrop? We sold him.
What, leave him?
Yeah.
He wasn't that young though, was he? I think he was like 23, 24 at the time. Yeah, 24. So he's like Jesse Lingard's age. So he wasn't just completely bursting onto the scene. But it's another player that has left the club.
I didn't realise that.
It's absolutely amazing.
I didn't realise he was that old. I thought he was, like 19.
No.
I feel like Lingard, a lot of people thought like everyone like knew his age now. Thought he was like what, 19, 20. Realistically, 24. I'm happy with him though being a squad player. It's just another squad player, to be honest with you. We need more people.
Depth. And this year we'll be playing Premiership, Champions League, League Cup, FA Cup. So we need loads of depth in the team.
All right, here's my question. Mourinho seems to love Lingard, and do you think we can win the Premier League with Lingard being around the first team quite often?
No. I feel like we need a bit more quality,
Same as Fellaini. If we play Fellaini and Lingard next year, we're not winning the Premier League.
Fellaini or Lingard?
See, I'll go Lingard.
Lingard,
yeah.
But where I see this is good with Roberto is, I think if Sergio Roberto comes, either you get rid of Fellaini or Lingard gets less minutes. But I prefer Lingard to just take Fellaini's role, and Fellaini like leaves the club, goes to Galatasaray, be bad somewhere else, and
Yeah. People are saying, because we got Matic, we don't need him, but I still feel, we're going to need a big squad. So it'd be amazing if we could get him.
Fellaini
for a good price.
Fellaini sort of made sense when we had a shorter team, but now we could almost have a whole team of players that are 6'2".
Yeah,
plus.
Younger.
So Fellaini isn't as necessary now. So I think a move to Galatasaray might have been a good one, but I can't see it happening.
Can I read some comments?
Fellaini.
Oh God. Do you want me to go?
I'll just quickly. Fellaini is Jose Mourinho's Darren Fletcher.
Yeah. What's weird about this though is you've got 3 managers that have played him regularly. You've got David Moyes playing him regularly. You had Van Gaal playing him regularly for 2 years, and you've got Mourinho playing. So obviously, it's got to be something that Fellaini's doing to get picked regularly. Either he's impressing the hell out of the manager in training, or he just has the right attitude. So there is positives to this. there can't be something that 3 managers all just completely like about him. There's got to be something underlying with that. Just fans don't see.
Even
Right,
if it was David Moyes and Van Gaal.
Yeah. Let's just read out some comments. You got Vitality Swift saying, "Don't you think that if Fosu goes out on loan, we'll bring in Oria or Roberto?" Just touched on that. Man United LA says, "Do you suppose with this reported loan move, the likes of Chuanzebe and others will go on loan? I'd like to see Chuanzebe go to a Premier League club because with the Premier League, get more exposure. We'll see what they're actually like in the Premier League and a tough league." And I also think it'd be quite cool to see Chuanzebe get loads of minutes. What do you guys think of Chuanzebe potentially getting a loan?
Yeah, he definitely. I think he needs a loan.
Nah.
No, I can't see him getting much game time next season. So, what's his only other alternative is to be on loan.
Same thing with Timothy Fosu-Mensah. If Jose Mourinho decides that he's still going to give him a chance, but he's not going to get regular first team football, which he probably won't do, then maybe a loan deal is the best move for Chuanzebe.
Yeah, definitely. Alex Marninakovic, I cannot pronounce anything, just said, "Get a new mic, sign that one and send it to me and I'll do a smash and burn video." Ryan Abs says, "Mourinho says he will depart the club before Fellaini leaves, so he's never going to leave, lads." Nice. He's right in the box. Yeah. Fellaini, I think, actually, realistically, I think he's got 3 more years. He'll leave hopefully at 32. Pray to God he'll leave at 32.
Yeah.
But do you think he'll go on after 32?
No.
If he does, he won't be playing regular first team football, touch wood.
No, I think definitely now we've got Matic, that puts more pressure on Fellaini to either step up or he's gone.
Yeah, I don't think he can step up, to be honest. I think he's kind of reached the ceiling and just going to go back down.
Yeah,
it's true.
He's 29, so he hasn't got time to improve. He should be at his peak now.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, one thing we haven't discussed is Ryan Giggs. Would you like to see Ryan Giggs as a manager for Man United? Because I think I would like to. This is a lot of some people would say no, some would say yes. I'd say yes personally because if he does well, say he goes to Derby on a manager, gets them up to the Premier League, leaves them in a couple of years' time, and then goes to Manchester United and does a job for us. Imagine the
buzz
side of it, him lifting a Premier League after all the times he's lifted a Premier League as a player for Man United. Coming on to a great manager would be absolutely amazing, and I think it would just be so poetic and so beautiful.
Yeah, I think he's got the right mentality for the club.
I'll be honest. At the start, I never was a big fan of Jose Mourinho at Chelsea. Of course, my opinions of him have changed no end. But, when it was between who's going to sign Jose Mourinho or Ryan Giggs, I had it in my mind that I wanted Ryan Giggs. I just fell in love with the romance of it.
Yeah, I feel like, Ryan Giggs needs to go out to another club though before he comes to United because it's definitely a step up. I know he had those 4 games, but
it was looking back, it probably was the right move to go Jose Mourinho. But me being a fan, I'm allowed to dream. So,
let's talk about who do you think would be the manager after Jose Mourinho?
That's a good question.
Who knows? Mourinho could beat United for 10 years.
Yeah, I mean, that could be a fair way down the line.
Well, I think, though, Mourinho, for me, has a 4-year cap.
Who's this?
Oh. Big O's on.
Is that the Big O? Hey! Wait.
I can't tell. Is it Big O? I think it is. I think it is.
Yeah, he's got the big cheeks.
Is it Big O?
See you, lads.
There you go.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I can, just about, but quite glitchy. Yeah, you need to try and keep your screen still.
Wait, is this Kieran or Big O? That's the question.
I think it's the Big O. Yeah. You need to get a big tattoo, like an O on your cheek.
Yeah. Or a
K on my forehead because
or even just before life. Just get a Sharpie out and.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a second. Wait a second. I'll just.
Wait, so is Kieran?
Oh, it's officially one
Oh,
past
it's
11.
Kieran.
Oh, we can't hear you.
Wouldn't it be cool if our
Disappointing.
channel in the future, this is kind of random, but we made some like merchandise?
Yeah, I was thinking about that. I was thinking I've got ZFW on like my logo, my channel.
Yeah.
So I was thinking that merchandise is in red with like devils in it. ZFW. I'm like, oh, yeah.
How many
Yeah.
subs? How many subs do you have to get to have a super chat?
Oh, I think it's.
1,000.
Do you actually? Oh, fair enough.
Yeah,
we
I
can
think
hear you
it's
now.
Is that
either-
when
I think
you
it's either
like donate?
1,000 or 10,000.
There's 1,000 for that, and then it's 100 to stream obviously off YouTube, like just the app, and then it's 100 for a custom URL, which is basically
Wait,
you know, like
so
you link people.
I can stream off the app now?
Yeah, you can just go onto YouTube and go on live.
What, so like off the app, so I can do it on my phone?
Yeah, just go. If you go onto YouTube right now, it should. You know the broadcast button. Can you see that? Wait, let me just go. Wait for that to load. That
can't-
loads
we can't see
basically. There's basically a
'Cause we've got
you know the
100
broadcast
subscribers.
camera button. You know the
Wait,
camera
I'm
button.
getting- Alright, I'm on my phone. 1 minute.
Yeah, we've just hit 100 subscribers.
Yeah.
Oh, so
Well,
yeah, definitely. Congratulations. You'll definitely be able to
We're
do
at
that. So just click on the camera button on the top. I don't know if you can see that, but there's a camera button on top. The top bit there. Like if you go onto YouTube, at the
Yeah.
top where it has your account search, click the camera, and then it should have live next to
Yeah.
the record.
Oh, I see it. Camera.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
So you can
Okay.
go live.
You can do like what?
That's
Right.
really good for you because like it's a lot less laggy than because still have to use like the YT stream or something like that. It's really annoying, but still have to do that. Really annoying. One sec, guys. I'm just gonna do something.
Oh, I see it. Here, let me click on it.
Yeah, like that.
Oh yeah, you guys can go live through YouTube now, can't you?
Yeah. Is you on about this thing here?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, brilliant. All right. Yeah, because we just hit 100 today. Oh, cool.
Decent, decent. That I don't know why it's restricted to 100 though. What is the point?
I know,
Yeah.
like it's really
I don't
annoying
understand.
because 17. No, not even so. I'm 66. So sad
You-
times. Sad times.
Mate, you deserve to have more, but to be fair, Red Devil Weekly and I, about a week or two ago, had about that. So, like,
Yeah, you've been doing YouTube for quite a while, haven't you, Zach?
when we did our first collab, we had like no live watches, and Red Devil Weekly had about 30 subs. So
Yeah.
that was
Yeah.
only
There's
like a
thing,
month
like
ago.
you'll grow really quick. Like once you start growing, you can grow really quickly. So
Yeah, exactly. Like, I didn't even do an upload for 2 weeks, and I got 10 subs. And in the past, that would have taken me like 3 or 4 videos.
Yeah. What do you guys use for thumbnails? Because I use Photoshop. What do you guys use?
Well, I use Canva.
I think Kieran used Microsoft Paint.
Oh my god.
I'm pretty sure he does. I'm pretty sure he does.
All right. Yeah, I
Kieran,
just
thumbs up if you do. 'Cause I'm pretty
I
sure
just
you do.
looked up like thumbnail website, and I just found Canva. It does the job. So
Yeah, I just got Photoshop because what I do is I get like a dark red background. I then get like a PNG of a player, and then I text over it and talk about the video. But yeah, I think I've like improved my thumbnails. I think.
yeah, but yeah, I mean, I'm like on the United stand and like
Yeah, I'm just looking at that video right now. Actually.
full-time devils. They have like half of it with the player, and then they have like the title, like
Yeah, that's-
separated.
Yeah,
Something like that would look good.
if you look at my channel, it's kind of like that. I was just
Yeah, you've got a good thumbnail.
looking at the like the full-time United stand, and like I think I might get like in the future I might get a green screen because obviously you can get like the background, so I could say